Welcome back to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. Today, we're talking about something that's on almost every Gen Z learner's mind: how to actually learn English in a way that's fun, practical, and relevant to real life. If you've ever felt like traditional English classes are boring, outdated, or just not made for you, this is your episode.
Exactly. This is for everyone who wants to learn English, not just to pass exams, but to actually use it. Whether it's for chatting online, watching your favorite shows without subtitles, getting better job opportunities, or traveling the world. We'll be sharing tips, debunking myths, and giving you a reality check on what really works.
So let's start here. Why do you think learning English feels so different for Gen Z compared to, say, our parents' generation?
Well, first, Gen Z is growing up in a digital first world. Most of their exposure to English is through the internet, social media, YouTube, Netflix, gaming, and memes. So they're already interacting with English daily, but in a very casual and fast paced way. The challenge is this casual exposure helps listening and slang, but it doesn't automatically make you fluent or correct in grammar.
So it's like you can understand a meme in English but still struggle to write a professional email?
Exactly. And that's where focused learning comes in, blending the fun, natural exposure with actual skill building.
All right, let's get real for a second. What are some of the most common mistakes English learners make?
Number one, thinking vocabulary lists alone will make you fluent. Number two, avoiding speaking because you're waiting to be perfect. And number three, focusing only on grammar rules instead of how people actually use the language in real conversations.
Yeah, I've seen people spend hours memorizing 100 words a day, but they can't form a simple sentence naturally.
Exactly. The goal should be communication, not perfection. Perfection comes later with practice.
Okay, so let's say I'm a Gen Z learner. I don't have time for boring textbooks. What's the blueprint?
Here's the 4 step method. First is daily immersion. Surround yourself with English daily. Change your phone language to English, watch YouTube videos, listen to English podcasts, and read captions. Second, active speaking. Don't just consume, produce. Speak with friends, join online language exchange groups, or record yourself talking about your day. Third is practical vocabulary. Learn words you actually need for your life, whether it's gaming, business, or travel. And fourth one is micro learning. Break it down into short, fun learning sessions instead of long, boring study hours.
That last one's a game changer. People think they need 3 hours straight to learn, but even 15 focused minutes can be powerful.
Exactly. It's consistency over intensity.
A big one for learners: fear of speaking. How do you overcome that?
Start with safe spaces. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Speak into your phone recorder or practice with someone who's also learning. And here's the mindset shift: don't aim for perfect English, aim for understandable English. Confidence comes from being understood, not from never making mistakes.
So basically, be okay with making mistakes, because that's how you improve.
Exactly. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner making mistakes.
Many learners ask this question: how can I practice English every single day, even if I am busy?
The answer is practice in small ways. You don't need 2 or 3 hours. Just 10-15 minutes is enough if you are consistent. Here are some ideas. When you wake up, try to describe your morning in English. For example, I am brushing my teeth. I am making tea. Listen to one English song or short podcast daily. Read one small English article, blog, or Instagram post. Write 2 to 3 sentences in English about your day in a diary.
That sounds easy. The main point is to do a little bit every day, not once in a while.
Yes, English is like exercise. If you do it every day, even for a short time, you will see results.
Sometimes learners start with excitement but then lose interest. How can someone stay motivated while learning English?
That's very common. Here are a few tips. Set small goals. Instead of saying, I will be fluent in 6 months, say, I will learn 5 new words this week, or I will practice speaking for 10 minutes today. Track your progress. Write down what you learn. Later, when you look back, you will see how much you have improved. Make learning fun. Watch English movies, play games in English, or follow English YouTubers. Find a friend. Practice English with someone. Learning together keeps you motivated.
I like the idea of small goals. It feels less scary.
Yes, if you enjoy the process and celebrate small wins, you will stay motivated and keep going until you become fluent.
If you had to give one final piece of advice to a Gen Z learner who wants to be fluent, what would it be?
Use English as a tool, not just a subject. Incorporate it into your hobbies, your work, and your daily life. If you love gaming, play in English. If you love movies, watch them in English. If you're into fashion, follow English-speaking influencers. Learning becomes natural when it's connected to things you actually enjoy.
Love that. So for everyone listening, remember, English isn't just something you study, it's something you live.
Thanks for listening. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to follow this podcast and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
And remember, your fluency is just a habit away. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking. Until next time.